Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Pastor Eric Brown with Daily Manna for your soul. Happy Monday to you. I pray the Lord is blessing you real good right now. Look, just want to bring you a word of encouragement, something to help you along your way. And today that word is God still got you. Oh, can I tell you, have you ever been in a situation you felt like you were all alone? You felt like you were by yourself? Well, I just want you to know today that God still got you. God is still there. God is still on the throne. God is still watching out and watching over you. All you need to understand today, no matter what, God still got you. You know, I'm reminded of the children of Israel. Oh, it was a point in their history where they were under attack by Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar had come down and overrun the city of Jerusalem. Nebuchadnezzar was taking the artifacts and items out of the temple. He was ransacking the city, and he was even taking people captive, taking them hostage, taking them back to Babylon to live in exile. Oh, he took the best of the best, the brightest of the brightest. Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were caught up in that same siege. Oh, he was just running roughshod over the city. It looked like all was lost, and there were some prophets there that while the children of Israel were in the midst of exile, there were some prophets that were speaking directly to the king, but they were not speaking from what thus saith the Lord. They were speaking what they thought the king wanted to hear. And they were telling the king that, don't worry, this is going to be a short thing. This is going to be a short exile. There's going to be a short time of captivity. The people will be back before you know it. But that's not what God said, because God had a man there, by the name of Jeremiah. And Jeremiah was willing to stand up and say what thus saith the Lord. And the Lord said that this is going to be a 70-year ordeal, that the children of Israel are going to be in captivity in Babylon for 70 years. Oh, nobody wanted to hear that, but that's just what God did. But it was in the midst of this captivity, that while they were in captivity, while they were in bondage, that Jeremiah, the prophet of God, wrote a letter to the people in Babylon, to the children of Israel in Babylon, and he told them to be of good cheer, be of good courage, because for God is still with you. God's got you. God is saying to you right now to get used to where you are. Don't fight it. Don't fight against it. Go ahead and pray for your captors. Pray for those that have you in bondage. Pray for their peace. Pray for their prosperity, because as they do well, it will go well with you. As a matter of fact, still observe your customs, still observe your traditions as best you can, and give me the praise and give me the honor as best you can. But go ahead and take wives there. Go ahead and take husbands there. Go ahead and build there. Go ahead and farm the land there. Go ahead and prosper. Go ahead and prosper to the best of your ability there, because I am still watching over you. Oh, I got you in mind. I got you in eyesight. I am watching over you. I am still protecting you, because you are my people. You are still my chosen. No matter if you're going through the storm, you are still my chosen people. And I at the end of this, at the end of these 70 years, I'll visit you again, and I'll deliver you from this land. Oh, I want you to know that when Jeremiah sent that word, it was to let the people know that even though they was in the midst of some stuff, God was still there. God still had them in mind. God's got you. Jeremiah wanted them to know that. And I want to encourage you today too, that sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we want the Lord to deliver us from. But I'm here to tell you, there are some situations that we're going through. There are some messes we got to marinate in. There are some storms we got to simmer in. There are some trials and tests that we just got to walk through. But God wants us to walk through them like they're not even there. God wants us to walk through them by faith, even though we're going through. God wants us to walk through with our head held high, even though we're going through. God wants us to walk through and still singing his praise, even though we're going through. Because as we walk through this thing, we need to know that God still got you. Oh, God's got me. God's got you, and God's going to deliver you. And look, in Jeremiah 29, when Jeremiah wrote that letter, he also wrote these words from Jeremiah 29 and 11. And it says, I know the thoughts and I know the plans that I have for you, to bring you out, and not for your evil, but for your good, and to bring you to an expected end. Somebody need to get that. If God's got me on his mind, well, then I'm in good hands with the Lord. I know he's still got me, and he's going to bring me through, and he's going to bring me to the victory. Look, you be encouraged today. God's got a victory in your forecast. You be encouraged today. God wants you to hang right on in there. You be encouraged today. God still got you. Look, you have an awesome day. Peace.